Welcome to this video where we will introduce you to 6 low-tech tools that will be invaluable for you and your learner. You'll see examples of how you can use each of these tools and hopefully be inspired to use them in your sessions. Deceptively simple but extremely versatile and effective in supporting a multisensory approach, these top tools of the trade are a must-have in any learner or tutor toolkit. Let's see what each of these modest but mighty tools can do. Feel free to pause the video at any time if you want a longer look at some of the activities. Tool number 1, mini whiteboards. Mini whiteboards, combined with dry erase markers, are your secret weapon in tutoring. When you use the whiteboard along with verbal instructions, it capitalizes on visual and auditory modes of learning. And when your learner uses the whiteboard in an activity, it involves auditory, visual, and tactile kinesthetic modes. As a tutor, whiteboards are useful for demonstrating something visually on the fly, or capturing your learner's ideas, like in a brainstorming session. You can use your mini whiteboard for a planned activity, or just have it handy in case you want to spontaneously demonstrate something to your learner. As a learner, a whiteboard is easily erased and not as precious or serious as paper, so it's less intimidating and allows for risk-taking and confidence building. Mini whiteboards are great for brainstorming, writing first drafts, word guessing games, practicing different spellings, or demonstrating a new skill they've learned. If you both have a mini whiteboard and document cameras, having a written conversation on a whiteboard, or playing a back and forth word game that both of you can play feels more like fun than work and can really lighten up a session. It's a low-tech tool with loads of possibilities, both in person and online, in conjunction with a document camera. If you don't have a mini whiteboard, you and your learner can easily make your own by placing white paper inside a sheet protector or under a clear acetate. When used with a dry erase marker, it works perfectly. Refer to our PDF handout for 10 ideas on how to use a mini whiteboard in your lessons. Tool number 2, sticky notes. Even better, colorful sticky notes. Using colorful sticky notes is another low-tech learning tool that really packs a punch. Always useful for to-do lists and reminders, these little sticky gems lend themselves to so much more. When you write on sticky notes and then sort, attach, and reattach them, you are activating your senses and focusing more intently on your actions. More so than when you type or click on a keyboard. They are great for any kind of sorting activity, and also work well for sentence building, and word building activities. If you like, you can color code concepts as you sort and build, tapping into both tactile kinesthetic and visual modes of learning. Because you can easily move them around, they are great for sequencing activities, such as arranging timelines or giving instructions in a logical order. Move them around to organize and sort information, like steps needed for a personal goal. Use them to capture thoughts and ideas during a reading activity, or to summarize main points in a text and then sequence after reading. And of course, as colorful memory joggers, they can be posted in places that catch your eye to remind you of important things. Refer to our PDF handout for 10 ideas on how to use sticky note activities in your lessons. Tool number 3, highlighters. The Humble Highlighter is actually a powerful low-tech tool and is a must-have in your learner's toolkit. Using a highlighter taps into a tactile kinesthetic mode of learning and helps to boost memory performance. It's great for pinpointing information or concepts in written material, grouping and categorizing concepts through color coding, and identifying patterns to make some connections about spelling or grammar. A highlighter can be used to identify writing strengths or as a self-correction tool. It can be used to highlight main ideas or answer pre-reading questions. It's a great way to zero in on unknown words. Or boost your confidence by spotlighting all the sight words you recognize. There's also a definite fun factor using a highlighter. Refer to our PDF handout for 10 activity ideas for using highlighters in a session. Tool number 4, index cards. Another great tool that engages visual as well as tactile kinesthetic learning modes are index cards that you can customize for your needs. Like sticky notes, they are great for sequencing, organizing, and categorizing. But because they are sturdy, they can be reused and filed or stored in a variety of ways. Your learner can create customized flashcards using relevant vocabulary related to goals, to study and for reference later. They are big enough that you can write and draw on them to give visual memory clues such as pictures, explanations, annotations, or mnemonic tricks. Anything that will help you remember the word more easily. They are easily shuffled, so you can randomize the cards to use in fun sentence-building games, or memory games like that old classic, concentration. If your learner loves crafts, have fun with a few index cards, a ruler, hole punch, elastic band, and a paper clip to create a tiny booklet, perfect for keeping track of sight words, listing common abbreviations, jotting down story ideas, keeping to-do lists, or anything really. Refer to our PDF handout for 10 activity ideas for using index cards in a session. Tool number 5, letter tiles. Letter tiles have to be crowned the king or queen of word building. These manipulatives are the ultimate kinesthetic tactile tool, and we use these a lot in our in-person sessions. And now with the document camera, we can use them online as well. Any kind of word building activities are just more fun with letter tiles, and they are great for all kinds of word building and word games. Letter tiles also have that built-in auditory component. Those satisfying clattering, clacking, and clicking sounds when you grab a handful, drop them onto the table, and turn them over one by one. With letter tiles, you can try out word family combinations, word scramble activities, classic Scrabble formations, word transformations, word pyramids, word chains like Boggle, and back and forth word building activities that both of you can play. The possibilities are only limited by your imagination. For help getting you started, refer to our PDF handout for 10 activity ideas for using letter tiles in a session. Tool number 6. Scissors. Who would have thought that scissors could be useful in literacy learning? These nifty tools, found in almost every household, can wield some tactile kinesthetic magic in your sessions. Not to mention additional auditory input. A pair of scissors can be used as a practical tool for reinforcing the shapes and orientation of words or letters, breaking up compound words, and separating root words from their prefixes and suffixes. Or cutting out main ideas from a run-on sentence. And scissors are a fun way to get creative in a session. With scissors and a few magazines, you can focus on words and the images that support those words by making vision board collages, greeting cards, scrapbook pages for favorite words, and all kinds of found poetry. Whether for practical or creative use, don't forget about this underused tool. Refer to our PDF handout for 10 activity ideas for using scissors in a session. Weren't those fun? These 6 tools are the workhorses of your learning kit and invaluable to you and your learner. You and your learner may already have some of these tools at home. But if not, contact the program director and along with your learner, start putting together a home literacy kit. You will reap the rewards in your sessions. Have fun, and thanks for watching.